Okay guys, we're back on American farming and we have a major problem. And that's the fact that I'm on the starter farm over here, and every time I drive past the big dairy farm over here, I want to buy it extremely badly. And we do have $9.7 million in our bank account. I did purchase money to get that money, to be completely honest, but I'm gonna buy this farm, guys. I gotta buy this farm. I really gotta buy this farm. Okay, we're gonna drop the trailer for a second and go take a look at this thing. And dude, I just want to own this farm extremely, extremely bad. And if you guys don't know, we are on the Wisconsin map. The Wisconsin map released on July 5th on iOS and Android. So it's a DLC map, and there's 7 different farms on this map, a bunch of different new buildings, stuff like that. And then it's just like a lot more hilly than the Iowa map. So first of all, let's see the price on this, because I really want to. So basically this farm has dairy. It has 2 giant shops, it has a bunch of machine sheds, but it has the dairy operation. Then you have the grain, and then you can also run hogs on this farm. Like, it's the perfect setup. Okay, first, let's see how much this thing costs. Okay, it's honestly not that expensive. $250,000 for this? One of these machine sheds in real life costs $250,000. Like, this farm isn't that expensive, honestly. Okay, we're gonna purchase this and we're gonna check this thing out. Okay, so we have our one main machine shed, got 3 doors, got 1 overhead door. Okay, we got that. We have bin site capacity. I'm not sure what the capacity is on this bin site. Let's check. Large dairy farm. Oh yeah, we have 3 60,000 bushel bins plus 25 plus 18 plus 8 and plus 6 bushel. Okay, yeah, we're totally good there on capacity. Then we have the 2 hog buildings over here, so I can run hogs also at the same time. And then we have our whole dairy facility over here. So I gotta figure out which pens are which pens, because I've honestly never played this farm, so I gotta figure it out a little bit. But yeah, first thing, we're gonna start buying some dairy cows and figuring this stuff out. So here's our dairy calf pens. Perfect. That'll work good. And then here's our hay storage over here, where we can unload and load all of our hay. And I'm probably gonna turn off these markers real quick. There we go. That way those are off the screen, because I kind of know where stuff needs to go. And then also we need to upgrade equipment. Like, I'm gonna buy a lot of equipment and we're just gonna go big. To be fair, guys, it is fun running a small operation, but it's more fun running a big operation, to be fully honest. I do like the aspect of not cheating any money too, but for now, for this series, we're going big. And then this is one of my favorite shops now. Just a giant shop with a big, I'll call it airplane hanger door that we got up here, so you can fit large equipment in. Like if you got a big draper or corn head, you can fit it in. This is gonna work good. Okay, first things first, guys, what equipment should we be buying for this farm? First of all, what fields should we buy for this farm? By far, the most obvious field is field 18. So I'm gonna purchase this farm. It's 27 acres. We're going to purchase that. So we got that farm. We'll probably put that into hay production, most likely. I'll purchase the farm across the road, 7-acre farm. And for now, we'll just start with those fields. We may buy some more fields later. Okay, I want to know what I need for equipment. So I'm going to first start buying implements, and then we'll buy the tractors. So I know if we're on dairy, I'm going to need the new haul and forage harvester. Yes, we're going to spend the money buying this. And then we're going to probably we'll buy the chopper, because we'll probably chop it. Then we'll buy the dump cart, then we'll buy the semi-trailer. Okay, we're spending a lot of money. Okay, for our big horsepower tractor, we're going to run the T9 615. It's Wisconsin. I feel like New Holland is extremely popular in Wisconsin. So we're going to run the T9 615. We're going to purchase this. So that'll be like for pulling and hydra, stuff like that. But then for tractors right now, I do on the save have a boxcar Magnum, which I really, really like. So we'll probably run another like boxcar Magnum, or maybe just like a Case Magnum 280 with duals or something like that. Or maybe I'll upgrade it to a 380 and we'll go full duals on this with 480s. That'll be a solid tractor for us to run, I feel like. But otherwise, we should be good on like tractors and equipment. I will get the biggest anhydrous bar, because I know if we're running corn, we're probably going to need the nitrogen, although we will have some manure, but I'm still going to get this. Okay, perfect. So we'll get the new haul and forage harvester hooked up here, and then I'm going to run an AI worker and have the AI worker just run it back to the farm. There we go. Have Gregory drive it back to the large dairy. We'll get the T9, and I'm going to hook the T9 up to the anhydrous bar and then anhydrous tank, and I may go actually fill. Whoa, is he going the wrong way? No, he's going the right way. Okay, perfect. I may actually run this to the co-op and get this filled and then drive this back to the dairy operation. That way we have the anhydrous tank at least filled. And then I'll hop in the Magnum. This is going to be one of our main tractors, along with our older boxcar Magnum, I think we'll run. But this is going to be, we'll have it pull the, I call it grain cart, but it's a dump cart. So just the forage harvester dump cart. Basically all of this pull back to the farm too. And then we'll drive the T9 to the co-op, get this filled just so it's ready to rock and roll. Okay, let's let's try not to take out any of these stop signs or the crossing signs. There we go. And we're just gonna go down the middle of the road through town. I love the in-cab view. I don't know why. I love the wide FOV we got here. A lot of people have asked about steering wheels turning, guys. There's actually a ridiculous amount of work that needs to go in for steering wheels turning. I guess if enough people are like, we gotta have steering wheels turning, maybe we could do it, but it's from a coding standpoint, it sounds like it's easy, but it's actually not, because I do like steering wheels turning too. But yeah, I know a lot of people have mentioned that they want to see the steering wheel turn. Perfect. Got her full of nitrogen and we should be good to go. I'm thinking most likely this field right here is what we'll plant to corn, and then we'll plan on harvesting or chopping this field just because it's like so close to the farmstead. And then I planted this field over here too. This is 7 acres to the right of us that I planted. That I forgot what I planted it to. Heck, if we're gonna get rolling here, I might as well get anhydrous on this field. We might as well get our nitrogen down if we're gonna start growing corn here. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do here. We'll get the unit unfolded. We are applying some anhydrous. There we go. Get the worker going. Oh yeah. So this is actually running a secondary tillage pass, even though we don't need one, and then also applying anhydrous on the first at the same time. And then also this is an extremely hilly field, so I'm curious to see how the T9 handles the 60-foot anhydrous bar on this hilly field here. Okay, first things first, I've got my chopper. I love this airplane hanger door. It's so nice, just not having to hit the edges or the poles if it's a small door. So first things first, we're gonna get that parked, and we'll get the Magnum parked in here too. I'll probably unhook the trailer though and put it in like a different cold storage shed. I don't know if this dump cart's gonna fit in this shed over here, but we're gonna try. If it's sticking out too far, then I'm just gonna put it in the shop. Let's see what we can do here. I think it's gonna be sticking out too far, but we'll give it a shot. That'll work good. And then we'll park the Magnum in here. Perfect. We got a bunch of room between these two machine sheds. We got a ton of room. Okay, so we still have the Case IH 8950 Magnum here, and what I'm gonna do is it's got nitrogen in it right now, so I'm gonna send it to one of the closest co-ops and then just switch it out for P&K. So basically we can sell back the urea nitrogen and then switch it out for P&K. So I gotta figure out, I honestly need to know where the closest co-op is. I think it would be this co-op. Yeah, Yield Mill, which is actually just down the road, so not far at all. I do have the 3788 2x2 that we could, or 2+2, I guess, that we could honestly plant with. Like, I really don't need a 36-row planter yet. We don't have a big enough fields to where I like truly need a 36-row planter. So I may just plant with this, honestly. I'm probably gonna park the tractor in the shed here and I'm gonna keep it connected to the planter because this is gonna be ready to go as soon as we get our P&K nitrogen on all these fields. I mean, we're gonna start planting with it. Okay, Matt arrived at the co-op, so all we'll do is we'll sell back this nitrogen, the urea basically, and then we'll buy back P&K. There we go, we're selling everything back. Boom, sold, and then we'll buy back P&K. And then just to be super, super efficient, we'll send this worker back to the farm as soon as it's done. There we go. Send him back to the farm. What I am going to buy is I'm going to buy the probably big square baler. Do I have enough horsepower to run it? Yes, we do. So I'll buy the big square baler for haying. And then I'll also buy the fastest rake possible, which is the merger. So I want the merger rake too, because we do have some hay and alfalfa. We have some alfalfa cut that we can start baling right now for feed at least. Okay guys, so what I may do is I may run both of these farms. Like, I have a small cattle farm over here that's the starter cattle farm. I'm gonna still operate these fields and run this like beef farm over here, but then at the same time I'm gonna run this big dairy operation. So I'm gonna still use the equipment I have on this little this mini cattle farm over here. I'm just gonna move all the equipment probably over to the big dairy farm. We'll just store all the equipment over there, but I'm still gonna use like the bin site and the cattle operation probably. And there goes Matt. He's heading down the road with the P&K. We'll get, actually Matt, no, I need to get that spread on this field right here actually. I'm probably not going to use this grain drill for a little bit, so what I'll do is I'll just back her in here. We'll just store her in the shed. It's kind of tough backing up with this grain drill. It's got such a short tongue that it's a little challenging. There we go, disconnect that, and then we'll park the tractor in the shop here. 1066. Okay, since we got full P&K on this, what we'll do is we'll go spread it on this field before, most likely we'll probably plant corn to this field, honestly guys. That's what I'm thinking. We'll just plant corn to both these fields right here. Got Matt going on this farm, so he's getting P&K spread, and then this farm will be pretty much ready to plant. I just gotta get seeded in the planter. What I'm gonna do is sell this rake. So I'm gonna sell the rakes. I'm gonna sell like some of the smaller equipment. So we'll sell these racks. We'll sell the square baler. We'll sell this rake. Should be good. Some of the smaller equipment I guess I can just keep in these buildings on this farm. So I'll just park the 12.0 in here for now. Okay, I'm gonna get the 380 Magnum hooked up to the baler, and then we'll hire an AI worker to take it back to the farm. And then what I'm gonna do is I got the pickup truck here at the dealership, so we'll pull this merger back. Ooh, never mind. The merger needs a 3-point, so there's no way I'm pulling that with a pickup truck. Okay, what we gotta do is pull the, this is actually gonna be heavy, guys. We gotta pull the baler back with a pickup truck and then pull the merger back with the 380. We'll see if she'll pull her though. She's probably gonna be squatting it's not squatting that bad. I think because it's got dual axle, like all the weights were good, honestly. A little sketchy, but I think it'll work. So then we'll get the 380 on the baler here, or on the merger. Okay, we got the 380 going back to the farm, and then I'm just gonna follow it with the pickup truck. Actually, we're gonna try and pass it here. There we go, got the T9 out there, putting on some smoke. And we are, dude, I love this hilly map. I will tell you guys one thing, hilly maps are so much better than flat maps. As long as there's no issues with like equipment getting caught on hills, like for some reason, they're so much more fun to play. Like that's one opinion I've always had forever. As long as you have big fields still on hilly maps. Okay, we'll get the baler put away in cold storage right here. That way we got all of our equipment back, and at some point I need to start buying cattle here. There we go, put that in the shed. This Magnum, literally, this AI worker took the weirdest way possible to get to the farm. It works out at the end of the day, but it just took a really long route. So I think the 1206 has enough horsepower to run this merger, so what I'm gonna do is drop this at the small farm over here that I own, put the 1206 on this, and then I can run the 380 on the baler. It does look like, guys, the AI worker's going in the short direction across a lot of these fields. That's something that will be fixed over time, that we will get fixed over time. Okay, the 1066 will pull this merger and run it fine because all it requires is 95 horse. So we'll run the 1066 on it. I'll get merging this alfalfa field that we have cut. That way we can get just a little bit of hay rolling here. We are merging. I'll let him do his thing here. We'll get the 380 hooked up to the baler. Okay, 380 is hooked up, but I don't want this tractor sitting outside. I want it ready to rock and roll. So I'm putting this cold storage shed here. I want to open this. What I want to do is open up this garage door so I can pull through. Actually, it is open. Perfect. There we go. Pull in the shed. And then that way this tractor is pretty much ready to rock and roll. Right there. Okay, guys, I need to buy a semi really, really bad. So the question is, what semi do I get? I kind of like this just regular cab semi, like it's just clean, just kind of like a work truck. I really like that. I really like this semi too. I think we're gonna go with this one. We'll go rolling coal, and then I'm gonna change the color of this. So I'm gonna buy this truck, 85,000. Okay, I'm gonna head over to RCC real quick, and then we're gonna change the color of this. I'm not sure what color I wanna go with yet. I kind of wanna go black. I know black sounds like boring and stuff, but I kind of wanna go like all black with my semi trucks. We could go black or white, something like that. I mean, I could go a crazy color too. This blue looks really good on it also. I definitely wanna switch it up, whatever color we end up doing. Pull in here to RCC. Okay, color time. Oh, dude. Red. I like that red. I really like that red. Yes, perfect. We're going red. There we go. I really like that red. My goal is to have a lot of our trucks probably red like that on the farm. What do you guys think of that grain farm? That's a big grain farm, only grain farm, but we changed the building colors. I really like the building colors. Like if I build a machine shed someday, I kind of want to go that route of like a tan/brown color. That's what I have in my real life machine shed there. Okay, we got the H&S Top Dog trailer here. We're gonna see how this thing works. Well, I've used it already, but it's handy. Basically, one full cart load dumps into this Top Dog trailer. Okay, there may not be too much room to fit this trailer in here, but I'm gonna try it anyways. There we go, perfect. Okay guys, we're gonna buy a livestock trailer. We're gonna start buying some dairy cows here. So it would be nice to start buying some hogs too, but we don't have any corn like at all. I could buy hog feed of course, but currently we don't have any corn. So for now, since we're gonna have hay soon, I can buy some cattle. So that's kind of the plan right now. Okay, we are gonna buy 30 dairy cows, $54,000 worth, and then we're gonna get them started at least and get them fed here. Okay, perfect. We got 30 dairy cows unloaded, and so for now, I'm just gonna start with 30. I could go to 80 right away, but I'm gonna start with 30, and then basically I need to keep these guys fed. So we got to get doing some hay here. I got to check on my hired workers. We're done merging, which means I can start baling. So that's what I'm going to do next. Start baling this up and at least get some feed to those dairy cows. And we have some beef cattle on the small farm here that we need some feed to also. P&K is done spreading on this field. So we got to start planting this field actually. Let's see. I'm going to run this at 15x. Well, actually, no, I don't want to run at 15x. It's almost getting nighttime. I really need to move this livestock trailer. I literally just have it right in the middle of the driveway of this farm still. It's kind of bad. We're gonna get this door opened up, and then I'll put this tractor in here. Okay, I need to double check this, but this field should have, let's see here. Okay, perfect. So this field has both P and K and nitrogen. We're gonna plant corn to this field because we're gonna chop it for silage. We'll just run the 12-row planter for now. It should work pretty good. Drop her down and get planting. Okay, so this is pretty much all ready to bale here, so I'm going to drop her down. We're going to get baling all this. So this is an alfalfa crop, guys, and the thing about alfalfa is you don't need extra nitrogen to get the same yield, which is kind of nice. Versus grass hay, you do need more nitrogen to get the same yield. So alfalfa has a little better kind of premium to it with you don't have to throw fertilizer out there, which is pretty nice. I'm pretty sure that New Holland T9 with that anhydrous bar is going to be done pretty soon, so maybe I'll buy another field and have it start putting anhydrous on another field here. We'll kind of see, because it would be nice to get a couple more big like hay fields or corn fields to chop for silage, especially if we got enough corn grain. Then we could feed that to the pigs, because I want to get pigs going too on that big farm we got back there. Okay, perfect. That field is baled, so basically all we need is a trailer to then feed the cows here. So I need to grab a trailer to get these bales all rounded up here. Okay guys, so we bought the Max D 40-foot trailer. I think this is probably the most effective trailer for like grabbing moving bales. We have the auto load feature, which means I think you can fit like 16 to 20 like big square bales on here with auto load. So basically you can be like super efficient with it. It does cost good money with it costs $33,000, so it does cost a good amount of money to purchase, but it's, in my opinion, it's pretty well worth it with the auto load feature. Maybe we could get like a 36-row planter. I know a lot of people have been saying, dude, you should get a 24-row planter in game. I 100% agree that needs to be in game. That's something we'll work on over time. I do guys agree with you guys. 24-row planter would be perfect right between that 12 and 36 row that we got in game. Okay, let's pick up these bales here. There we go. Perfect. So basically all the bales from this field fit on this trailer. So I should probably feed some of these bales to the beef farm right here, because we got a couple beef cows in there, but I'm going to take them to the dairy farm because we got 30 dairy cows in there that we need to get fed. This is a heavy load. This is a heavy load. I can't wait until we get the hogs going. Then we got the dairy operation. Pretty much we'll have manure for days. I shouldn't have to buy any, at that point I shouldn't have to buy any fertilizer. And we'll unload all the bales in here. We should be good. Perfect. Dairy pen, they're good. They got feed. We could add more feed, it looks like, but they do have enough feed for now, so we should be good. But anyways, guys, this is just the start of the large dairy farm operation. Like I said, I want to get hogs going. I want to keep expanding. I think we got our T9. That is done with anhydrous, which means we could start planting. Yep, that finished the field. So I might buy another field here. Keep rolling. Hopefully you guys enjoyed first episode of Wisconsin. I'll call it first true episode of Wisconsin on the large dairy farm. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.